All right, here we are. Week 6 Arena Kings. 3-0 Blitz. Today's focus is to play quickly. Try and stay up on the clock. Already close to 100 players in the tournament, including Hikaru, Robson, Lenderman. So lots of top players. So pretty exciting. "30 seconds till we begin." I think we're seated somewhere in the middle right now. 40th out. 53 out of 107, so right in the middle. Pretty strong tournament. And we're about to start. 2 hours, 3-0 Blitz. Okay, getting that little time edge to start. Take those few seconds, gonna need it later on. Okay, playing a French win hour here. I don't know what my opponent's doing here. Okay, a few people already have a win. Maybe their opponent didn't show up. Go here, see if he takes the poison pawn. He does not. Okay, I guess I'll just take the pawn. I guess I'll take on c3 also. And then I can take on e5, pin the knight. I'm up a pawn right now, so maybe a queen trade is fine for me. Okay, let's get this knight developed. Might be able to push e5, and then even e4 is a possibility. Guess I'll back up. And if I just leave my rook on h8, maybe I develop my light square bishop. Develop my light squared bishop, and then queenside castle. Just going to give up this exchange. Okay, I guess I'll go here, attack his bishop. Still assuming he's going to try and pick up this exchange. Or not. Had to take with the knight, I guess. Okay. Not the end of the world. Bishop f6, maybe I just take the pawn. It's going to be under a minute. See what this does. Walk the king up a bit. Okay, what if I go here and attack the knight? Discard that pawn. If I can get my king to g7, that's where my king's aiming to go. Try and guard my rook so my bishop can move. He's down to 30 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a time scramble. Guess we'll take that. Guess we'll go after this. As long as he doesn't checkmate me, we should be okay. Yeah, I got him on time. Alright, that was a weird game. Very weird game, but we'll take the win and keep going. So I guess that's a good start. Okay, we got Strider. Another streamer. He's just playing the exchange French here. Alright. Guess I'll just go after this pawn. Okay, kick his knight out. See if I can get this bishop going. Okay, I guess we'll back up our bishop. Get our queen behind it. But we're down on time. That's the one thing we didn't want. We didn't want to be down on time, but I think our position's great, so I'm not overly worried about it. My position is much better than my opponent's. Okay, so we're just going to make it so that I don't lose the pawn there. Triple up. Okay, that looks not free. That looks not free. Okay, I've got the bishop pair, but I'm not sure it really matters here. Okay. Well, I've got his knight under control, so that's something. Okay, let's keep kicking this king back. That's a check. It's hard to get my king in there. 48 seconds left. Oh, okay, I guess we'll go this way. Too low on time here, though. Too low on time. Too low on time there. Alright, let's see if we can start a new streak. Looks like everything's running well. Everything feels a little bit slow for some reason. So I lasted one game without getting into time trouble. Okay, guess we'll just kick that knight. I think I can just take on c3 too, but this looks interesting. If he takes on e5, I can take, and then I can, well, now I can go here. But I can take and then I can play rook e1. But this is still good. And now bring the queen up with check, and I'm going to get his dark square bishop. Okay, take with check. Now if I can get my knight from b1 into the game, we'll be in good shape. Alright, let's attack the queen. See where it wants to go. Try and kick this knight. If he takes my queen, I'll recapture with my knight. Go after the c-pawn. We're up a good bit on time, so that's nice. Attack the knight. This also guards my knight indirectly. Oh, can't go there. Guess I can attack the knight. Then it moves, I can move my other rook to the d file. Can't push that pawn. That won't work. Guess we'll just save my knight. Knight d6 is an idea. Now there are going to be discoveries along the diagonal, perhaps. Yeah, so let's just attack the rook. Then take this pawn. And then I can take on d7 in a lot of cases. With check. Okay, we'll pin the bishop. The threat being rook d8. Keep the bishop pinned. Looking for rook e7 check and then moving my rook away with a discovery. How do I make progress? Keep the bishop pinned. Not sure how to make progress, but we can flag if needed. Check. Take the bishop. Check. Take the rook. Check. Okay, force him to move the king and then take the pawn with mate. All right, there we go, another win. Let's keep going. All right, we'll just play the advance, keep things simple. Try and stay at least even on the clock. Not sure what that move is all about. Guess he doesn't want me to play knight h4. Okay, so it's fianchettoing his bishop. Interesting. Play my knight up to g3. There are a lot of holes on the king side that I want to try and take advantage of. See where his bishop decides to go. Okay, and if I attack it, now I've got knight to h4, knight to h5, I mean. Okay, let's just get rid of that. And now let's go ahead and push these pawns, see if I can try and break open the center or something. I'll take with the queen. Guess I'll retreat, try and cover the c4 square. Got the 2 bishops, but can I use them? We're even on time, so that's good. Well, there's no reason not to attack the queen there. Force that knight to move back, perhaps. Okay, I guess he's trying to open up. He's going to take with the queen. He's going to take with the pawn. He's going to take with the pawn. Okay, I'm going to try and get on the dark squares here. I'm not sure this works though. I guess he can push the F pawn. There's probably not quite enough here. Okay, he's making my job a little easier here. Now he's made it himself. The king steps up. Queen d6 is mate. King steps, can't step over. So yeah, queen d6 is just mate. Gave me just enough play. I think he should have pushed the F pawn. He's looking for a way out of it, but nothing can block the check. Is he going to just let his time run out? Okay, I guess he is. King c7, queen d6 mate. Alright, next game. Wedmack is our next opponent. Also over 2,000. Been trying to play d4 a little more often recently against the Scandinavian. I'm going to back the bishop up. He's already moved his light squared bishop, so I don't mind if he's going to move it a second time. Let's just castle. If he takes on d5, I'm just going to capture back with my knight. Okay, here let's attack the knight maybe? The knight doesn't have a great square to go to, actually. Yeah, let's attack the knight. And then I can move my rook off of a1. Okay, here we'll just take. then maybe I play c4. Hey, thank you. I appreciate the good luck. Okay, so he plays c4 himself, because if I get to play c4, it's a really strong pawn chain. Now, why can't I just take it, though? And then maybe I push c5? Ah, he's also on h2. So what if I play f4? Yeah, let's play f4. Okay, now I can play c5. And if he puts something on the d file, I can play c4. And then if he plays e6, I can push d6. That's my idea. Although I'm down almost a minute. Okay, I need to try and get something going on the king side, I think. Maybe f5. Okay, maybe we go back. Still looking for f5. And f5 can't be met by g5 without losing the h-pawn now. Feels like a good position here. But he doesn't seem worried. Okay, guess we'll take here. Couple different weaknesses here. And he doesn't have any big threats. Maybe try and get into h6. Okay, now maybe I can take on g5. I gotta watch out for rook f8 though. Rook f8 could be a problem, because then he would be threatening bishop d4 check. Okay, here though I should be fine. Check. If he takes with the rook, I can take his other rook. Okay, now I'm up a rook, but I've got 20 seconds left. Okay, I'm attacking the queen and the rook. But if the queen moves, I've got rook takes e7, and that should be getting close to mate. Gotta find a mate. Okay, if I trade queens, darn it. I'm doing this so slowly. There we go, I found it. Found it. And that's mate. Okay, he timed out, but it was going to be mate anyway. Okay, a couple of good wins in a row against higher rated opponents. Felt like that was just overall a pretty good game for us. Okay, now, after a couple hard games, we got a favorable pairing. So let's see if we can take advantage of it. Lost to plenty of people at this rating before, though, so can't take it for granted. Okay, I'm just going to castle kingside. Let's play e5. Open up the position a little bit. Looks like it might be crazy. Okay, that removes the defender. So that's good for us. Yeah, a lot of time pressure last game. Fortunately, once the queens came off, I could pre-move everything without any danger. I was worried he was just going to keep the queens on. Yeah, let's do this. If he takes my bishop, I take his rook. If he takes my bishop on e4, I'm going to recapture with the knight. Wow. Okay, maybe I need to try and find a way to get the queens off the board. Yeah, he's definitely got some pawns for the piece. But my king is safe. That's the important part. And if my king's safe, then the piece will outplay the pawns with so much of the game left. If he takes on c2, he lets my rook in, so I don't think he's going to do that. Or maybe he will. Okay, let's attack his rook. See if he notices that. Down 20 seconds, so I got to play faster. Gotta play faster. Pretty close to trapping the queen, actually. Okay, I'm threatening a fork. And now time is just about even. Yep, this looks safe. And his king is going to be in just as much danger as mine. Oh, looks like Hikaru's in first. Okay, now we've got a nice time edge too, as he tries to untangle here. Pin the rook. Just makes things difficult for him. Just trying to pose some problems. Control the open file. Okay, throw in a check because it's annoying. And then maybe bishop c4 also looks annoying. Maybe rook c1, another annoying move. Uh-oh. Did I stumble into a draw? I may have. Oh. Yeah, I still can't get out. Still can't get out. Yep. Ah, well done by my opponent. That's the danger of leaving the queens on. You know, objectively, not going for the queen trade's probably right, but in Blitz, maybe the wrong decision. Gave me just enough chances to escape. Maybe I should have gotten that F rook into the game so my king could run that way. Queen b6 looks reasonable. So if he develops the bishop, I can take on b2. Guess we'll take. So if I play a5, what does he do? I've got a lot of pieces pointed at b4 right now. And if he takes on a5, I can take with my knight. And I've got a lot of nice light squares to get into. Yeah, I think even trading queens is probably just strong here. Because he's going to lose the a-pawn, it looks like. And I probably shouldn't even take it yet. Instead, let's go knight b6 with the idea of putting one of my knights on c4. Okay, I'm definitely happy to trade light square bishops since I haven't even moved mine yet. And now my knight's super strong on c4. And we should eventually pick up that a-pawn. But is there any rush? Probably not. Oh, in fact, I could play b5 here. Because the pawn's actually pinned to the rook. And just push the pawn, I guess. Or maybe I have to worry about him playing rook b7 check. Okay, let's move the king over. And I'd like to get my pawn to a3 just so my rooks can play without being tied to it. So now I'm happy to trade rooks. Bring the other rook in. Bring my king closer. Bring the bishop closer. Guess we'll just take it. Okay, now I'm thinking rook b2 looks good. And now he can't stop me from queening. Takes my bishop, I push the pawn. Okay, on to the next one. If only I could have converted that last game. But we'll keep going. Joker Win is our next opponent. Okay, we've got a French. I guess we'll just do this. Let's just castle. He can't take on d4. Okay. So he knows that. Let's try and open things up. Looks useful. Okay, let's pin the knight. Fair enough, fair enough. Taking too long here. Taking too long. At this point, you know, I'm down a pawn, so the second pawn's not going to make a big difference. Not really anything I can do about that. He can ruin my pawn structure. Okay, but he doesn't. Alright, but I need to relieve some of this pressure before I get checkmated. Not a great position. Interesting. Okay, I guess we'll put the rook on a light square. Might have to play the time game here. If I can get both my rooks active, there might be some chances. Okay, he retreats. That seems useful for me. I can get the pawn back pretty easily, but then I lose the A pawn. So does that matter? Maybe. Fair enough. Okay, let's do this. Give the bishop for 2 pawns. So he's got to figure out how to make progress now. Trying to catch up on time. Ah. Oh no. I tricked him. How's he moving so fast? I don't know how I moved so fast. I must have been down by more time than I thought. But I'm not going to catch up on time. Thought we had that one. Short cast was our next opponent. English opening. Haven't faced that for a while. Not sure what we're going to do with our light squared bishop yet, but we'll figure it out. Do I want to trade dark squared bishops? Maybe. Let's line up with this queen first, though. Okay, let's offer it. He jumps his knight in. Maybe I challenge the knight. Maybe not. Okay. That makes things easy. Get c5 in. This is a nice position now. We've kind of opened things up for ourselves. Okay, Okay, now his knight's pinned to the queen. It's kind of a weird position. Maybe I swing my queen over to the king side further. My knight might end up on d3 in some positions. And we're up on time, so that's a positive. Okay, that looks like a useful square for our knight. That's not ideal. Missed that. But he's down to a minute. So if we can make things complicated. Guess this thing keeps things complicated. Okay, we'll go here with the idea that I'm threatening mate if he takes my knight. Just keeping things complicated. His rook is also under attack. Now we're attacking the queen. This is kind of weird. Yeah, this did not work. This did not work. But we've got a knight, so that's tricky. Now let's not get checkmated. Tricked him. He could have taken my knight and it should be easy for him then, but I needed to keep my knight to run him out of time. Got him on time. A little bit lucky. Okay, another tough pairing. Let's see if we can get the better of them. Interesting. I guess we'll take. And play our rook to the e file, maybe. We'll just play this like the other game that we had. Except we're up a move, so. Maybe we'll do this and then play c4. Lock the file, maybe. Alright, let's keep kicking back. Threatening to win a pawn here. Okay, this looks like a good position for us. Might play bishop c2, try and get rid of light squared bishops. But I am down 30 seconds. I think we're going to take on Basant here. Uh-huh. Okay, threatening f2. Probably need to open up the diagonal at some point. Maybe like this. Then play the check. Okay, and he just runs away. But I guess there's no way for me to really take advantage of that. Okay, what if I attack his rook? I'm expecting something like queen f6. Okay, same idea. Oh wait, he's just letting me take here? Okay, let's guard. And try and get my other rook involved. And why can't I just take this? I'm not sure. Maybe we're going to find out. No idea what's going on now. No idea what's going on now. Okay, go here. I'm just going to run out of time. That's my real problem here. My real problem is running out of time. Not enough time to defend that position. We definitely were doing okay when we won the exchange. I felt pretty safe, but couldn't get the material off the board quick enough. I guess I'll just castle. Don't mind trading off some pieces here. Force him to commit this bishop somewhere. Okay, he goes backwards. What if we try something like this? E5. I guess my knight doesn't have a great square to go to. That's what I was counting on. Yeah, I thought my knight would have a good square to go to. But even if we exchange here, I bring my F rook to the D file and still got a good position. Don't have any big weaknesses. All our pieces are playing, so. And it looks like we're going to have a large time edge. Okay, and so he just drops the bishop. He didn't see it was discovery. On the rook also now. And that's going to be the rest of the material. Don't take this pawn. That would lose the game quickly. Let's just attack the bishop. Because the bishop can't stay on that diagonal very easily. Gladly give up the exchange to get rid of all his threats. Problem for him is the rook can never really leave the back rank. Attacking the knight and the rook. Okay, next game. Let's keep it going. Another English. This guy is 9.5 out of 13, so he's having quite a good tournament so far. I played this guy that's in 10th also. We're in the top 50 right now, and there are 364 people in the tournament. So pretty good so far. Okay, my opponent is now offline. So we might get a quick win here. Yep. Okay, now we got paired up a good bit. I guess we'll just develop our knight. We can look for c5. I guess we'll just go here. Keep the file closed. I think bishop d6 makes sense. Maybe queen c7 next? Just e5. He can just take it. Yeah, because there's still going to be a pin. Yep, we're just losing a piece here. I need to play queen c7. Probably, maybe queen c7 before I castle. Because I guess my king wasn't in any immediate danger. It was the pin down the d file that was the problem. Not really worried if he tries to win the e-pawn. Probably just going to play d4 next. I can take out the queen if I don't want to lose a pawn. But it's probably not really worth saving. Yeah. We'll attack the knight. If he takes on c3, I'm going to play queen d3 and hit the knight with tempo. Yep, he retreats. Okay, let's pin it. He can take the knight, opens up my king, but gets rid of his bishop. Don't have the best pawn structure ever. But that's never been something I'm worried about. Okay, let's push this pawn. Darn, I might have to give up a second pawn to just not get checkmated here. Trying not to get checkmated. But if he's going to trade a bunch of rooks, that'll give me some chances. Guess I gotta keep both sets of rooks on. So no real chances. Yeah, I'm just down a bunch of time now, trying to survive. Just trying to survive. Just trying to create some threats. Nothing we can do here. Well played game by my opponent. And we still have 49 minutes left. Plenty of time for another streak. But we're going to have to get a few games in a row here. Alright. I'm going to capture. I'm going to be boring here. Interesting. The knight doesn't usually take. Okay, where's that knight going to go? Maybe I'll jump into e5 myself then. Might have to kingside castle, strangely enough. Knight here. Okay, I can push h5 and guard my knight. Like this. Ah, he's on my rook. Okay, he didn't take it. He missed it. Trying to survive here. Yeah, I guess we'll just castle kingside and hope. He has knight f3 check. Then I could take with the pawn, I guess. Okay, we better just take here. We took with the pawn, okay. Problem is, it's a bad position and I'm down on time. Got partway through and we started playing slow again. What if we go here? Let's give up the exchange to play fast. But I'm not sure how he makes progress at this point, so he might still have some work. He takes on c4, I take back, and I pin his rook to the king. I guess he wasn't threatening to really take, because I could take his rook with check. But maybe I've got rook b4 next. We've almost caught up on time. Okay, we'll take this pawn. Check. And now we're suddenly winning. Ridiculous. Down on time, though. So are we really winning? Not really. Got him on time. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Posed some problems in the end game and won on time. Alright, let's see if we can continue this little streak. Just trying to play some fast moves here. Not overly worried about the position. No huge danger in it at the moment. Offer a trade of knights. Look for c5, I guess. The idea being that if his c-pawn captures, I've got discoveries with my bishop. Okay, now I want to get my queen off of the file that his rook is on. I'm on his bishop also. This way my queen is not distracted from guarding my bishop. Keeps my king pretty safe also. He can play his knight into d6, but I'd probably just take it. And I think his king might be more exposed than mine. At the very least, we're up 45 seconds. So we've got 45 seconds extra to pose some problems to him. Interesting. So what if I push the g-pawn here? This looks awfully dangerous for him. Okay, maybe not that dangerous. Didn't see that move. Yeah, didn't see that I was dropping the rook. So was it just that move I couldn't play? See if I can go back. Okay, yeah. So the pawn was definitely needed. I actually took away both defenders at once. I took the pawn away from defending the rook, and I cut off the queen. Because the turn before, I didn't think my rook was in any danger, but took away 2 defenders at once. Guess we'll go this way. Okay, and maybe we'll go kingside. Do I go after? Guess go after his bishop here. Interesting. Guess I'll take back with the pawn. Okay, so at least we're not down on time. Don't have time to calculate all of that. Okay. Interesting. My queen's guarding g2. I might have ideas of pushing f6 in some positions. There might be some bishop takes h7 ideas. Yeah, he's going to stop that pretty quickly. think I need to take there. C3 maybe? None of the bishop takes b5 ideas worked because he had bishop takes b3. And my bishop on b5 wasn't actually attacking anything or taking with check, so... And maybe we follow this up with knight e4. Actually, he can take on d3, yeah. Just trying to stay up on time, but couldn't make it happen. All right, 33 minutes left. We want to hit at least 30 points, so we got to get a few more games in, get one more streak going. Let's make this a 3 in a row. Guess we'll just go after the bishop. Come backwards. This doesn't seem too bad. Kind of looks awkward to defend that check. Okay, he's just going to trade. Interesting. Okay, making it easy for me to get my pieces alive. Bishop b7 next. Okay, c5 is going to be a useful move. Now that he's put his rook on the d file, it's even better. Threatening to push c4. And if the knight moves to guard the bishop, I take the bishop and then play c4. And that'll win the piece. So here and here. Check. Threatening the queen with mate. Because it's a double check. Rook takes, king takes, rook check, winning the rook at the end. Since he opened up the rank. Alright, well, I don't think there are going to be any stalemate chances. Okay, next game. Okay, we've played this player before. I think I take, and then I castle, and then I force his knight to make a decision. Then we take the pawn. Maybe I play f6 there. It's much further than I usually play this line. I want to play knight f5, but I'm not sure it's correct. So instead I'm going to look for knight c8. And now I'll go after it. Okay, if I take, Okay, we go after the light square bishop. I take the bishop, he takes my queen. I take his queen, he takes my rook. Okay, well this saves me, but that's about it. Well, we are surviving here. Just not enough time. I was trying to make rook takes e5 work, but it just doesn't because of rook takes g6 check. Just out of time. Yep. No time to figure out that position. I think it was good at some point. Maybe. It felt like I was doing pretty well. But I was the one defending, so it was never really safe in Blitz. Knight f6, just take back on c3. Be patient, Michael. Be patient. No rush. Okay, here we just castle. Now e5? See where the knight goes. Okay, what if I go after the queen here? This does not look easy for him. Okay, so he just backs up. All right, we'll keep the pieces on the board. We go back. Darn. We're trading more than I wanted. But we might have to. There must have been a better way to take advantage of the e7 square. Had all that pressure. Don't like all these trades. Try and trap the rook. He moves his knight. Maybe I move my knight to b5 or something. His other knight's guarding it. Yeah, didn't really get much from this opening. Backwards. Had a good position, but didn't make anything of it. 22 in a row for a Carter. And I'm down 30 seconds. I think we're going to be playing the clock this game. I think we're going to be playing the clock. But I'm down 30 seconds, so easier said than done. Okay. Maybe a3. Still down 20 seconds. Okay, knight e5 is a threat. Okay, now we've caught up. Now I can play knight f3 and get my knight to d4 where it'll be annoying. His knight still can't move. If he moves his knight, just run him out of time. Okay, there we go. 18 minutes left. That's enough for 3 to 4 more games. Especially if I can get a quick one in. Then maybe even 4 or 5. Okay, this is a blunder. What am I supposed to do if he takes there? Take with the queen, probably. Okay, let's attack the queen. Okay, let's pin the knight. Look to bring our knight into d5. Okay, we're just going to exchange on f6 and then play knight d5. Okay, check. Fork the rook and bishop. Actually, I'm also attacking this pawn, which looks even better. Maybe I should have taken elsewhere. Takes the knight. I'll take on b7. On the bishop. All right, and now it's a nice, easy endgame. Keep his king out. Then we'll play f4, push the king back. Then we're going to play g4. Okay, let's get a passed pawn. This is just normal chess today. I'm not sure if next week is a different variant or not, but today is just normal chess. Must have been a faster way to win this. This is taking a long time. Okay, now it says he's offline. Okay, by abandonment, next game. We still have 2, maybe 3 more games left. Guess we'll go here. Break the pin. Maybe we play h6 here right away. Maybe I castle next, or do I play c5 first? Probably castle first. Okay, let's line up with the queen. What if I just attack the knight? And then play c5? Now I'm threatening to take on d4 with a discovery on the queen. I guess we'll go here, take the knight, and then play knight e5. And the bishop is stuck. And I'm threatening f3. So we take the bishop, and then I push the pawn. That looks pretty good. Okay, we'll take there. Just keep that bishop guarded so my queen can go do something. Maybe queen d7 next? Yeah, that looks like a good idea. Just dropped that rook. Not the first rook I've dropped today. Just giving up all my rooks today. Yeah. Check. Dropped another rook. Dropping all the rooks today. Alright, time for one more. Normally I play knight e7, but I just want to get up on the clock here. Not worried about the position. Okay, we'll take here, and then we'll take the bishop, I guess. Okay. Okay, attack the queen. And here, everywhere the knight can move with check, my queen can capture. Now I try and trade queens. Yeah, I guess that's not ideal, is it? Go after his rook to try and remove the defender of his knight, maybe? Okay, now the knight's pinned. So I'm still up the original pawn, but that's it. Okay, here's another one. Maybe I don't need to take that yet. My rook's keeping the king cut off right now. And now I'll take it, because if the rook takes, I've got a fork on f5. And now I can push e2. Now I'll play the check, I guess. Now I'm thinking rook d2. Okay, stops that. Okay, now I'm going to push the A pawn, and if rook takes e2, I have knight f4 check. Check. Oh, wow, I do not have much time. Where'd all my time go? Where'd all my time go? Okay, well, he gave me the draw there instead of running me out of time, so I guess we'll take that. Gives us enough time for another game. 3 minutes left. And I got more than 30 points, so it's always a sign of a good arena. You know what? I'm going to just let him take the bishop if he wants. Keep things interesting. Alright, so now what? Push more pawns, I guess. We're just not going to have time to finish. Only 1 minute left. Okay, he dropped his bishop. He could have forked my rooks. Offer a draw, see if he wants it. He accepted the draw, and that's going to be it. We each take our extra point. Pretty happy with how that ended up. I was never going to catch those top people. But let's see what we ended up score-wise. $13.5 out of 24. So 3 wins above 500. Not bad at all. But I think we stayed pretty close to what we were rating-wise. But we'll take it. Not a bad tournament. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.